thinking about this weekend. How can I jam even more shit into More Shit Monday? I don't have the answer yet, but just know I'm working on it. More Shit Monday is brought to you by DoorDash. Roll it.
So I'm a third.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a third?
I am not. I'm a second.
Oh,
so I'm a little feral.
Yeah. Yeah. The thirds are like, my husband's a third, I'm a third, and I truly think we're built different. Like, and we both have two older siblings, one younger. So we have a very similar, both of our mums were in their 40s when they had, like early 40s when they had their last baby, very similar. And I do think there's something about, like, my older sister is like such an older sister. Like, she's occasionally insufferable, but like love her all the time. Like, she's,
I was going to ask, is she a little mean?
Yeah, like, but it's like part of her nature to be like,
no, but like on, like for a purpose.
For a purpose, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She gets the job done, as opposed to me, who, I'm really honest, but I know what it's like to have had a toy snatched from me because of my siblings, and I know what it's like to be like, I'm going to give you this, to my younger sibling, and there's a way of like knowing that, and I think we as thirds know what it's like to go without and go with, and like kind of, I'm not saying I'm a go with the flow person in any regard, but you have to find your own thing, and I had to find my own thing because like you get lost in the family a bit, and so I found my thing, which is show business.
Jazz hands.
But like, you know, if you don't, you kind of like feel like you're a bit of like you're like, where am I in this? And when my mom got pregnant with her fourth baby, which I was 8 years old. So I thought I was really going to be the baby forever. And I wasn't. And I think everybody was as shocked as honestly my mom. But I was like, my mom, you know, I was like, oh no, like I'm not my mom's baby anymore. And that was really hard. So I think then I had to really go and find like my thing. And that was acting. And that really helped me, like that accompanied me through that. But then now I love being a big sister.
You said your sister is the oldest.
Mm-hmm. Then I have a brother.
And then who's below you?
Oh, and then my sister, Ada.
Okay.
I love being a big sister now. I really didn't love it when I was younger because I didn't know how to handle babies. It's really hard to like...
Also, she stole your thunder.
She did. She 100% she did. And like...
Coming in 8 years later?
Literally. And by the way, my sister and my younger sister... So my big sister, they're 18 years apart. And so my 18-year-old sister was like, that's my baby. And so they kind of bonded. And then I was like,
hey guys, I'm here whenever
so me and my brother really bonded. And then that's how that kind of mapped out. But
that's how
now
you've paired up.
Like, but now it's so lovely. Like we love to be in the same house. We love like to hang out. We love being in each other's company. My sister's 14. So now we all feel like we can really hang out together, and it's just the best, you know, the fact that you have 4 babies, right?
Yep. 4 girls.
Like it's the best ever. And I definitely feel like I do feel bad for my brother in so many ways because he's surrounded by 3 very kind of... He's
better for it.
He is better for it, 100%.
I'm convinced that boys who have sisters are like better prepared. I say that knowing wholeheartedly my husband only had a brother. Boys who have sisters, like when my husband, this always is the story that I tell when it was like Jason had like a moment of like a coming to Jesus moment where he was like, what just happened? My sister and I were arguing and like mean, you know, like we were arguing. It was a casual Tuesday. We were arguing and maybe 10 minutes later, my sister looked at me and was like, are you hungry? And I was like, yeah, what do you want? And he was like, wow, what was that? You guys were so mean and now you're hungry? What's happening? And I was like, oh no, we're done with that now.
Yeah.
That's over. We said what we needed to say. And he explained it as like, I would have just punched my brother. And I'm like, no, we punch each other with words.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know what's better. Yeah. It's also probably because you were hungry.
Yes.
There are so many things that like when I first started dating my husband, my mum and I, we're English. So the way we banter is really quite intense. And like, if you were to be in our house, you would think we're all annoyed at each other with the way that we're kind of just jabbing at each other constantly. And I walked into my house, my mum and I are talking, but we banter in a way that was just like after like, it was like Jake and I were dating for like a month and like he like pulled me upstairs. He was like, hey, like, I really felt like that was really uncalled for and like really mean. Like, I don't like the way you were talking to her. Like that, like, what if that really upset her? And I go, who? He's like, he's like,
who are you talking about?
And I'm like, my mom. When was I like that with my mom? And he's like, and like literally for an hour downstairs. I was like, oh no, that's just the way we talk to each other. And he was like, oh my God. So then I was like, oh my God, grab his hand, march downstairs. I'm like, guess what Jake just said? And then he has to repeat it. And then my mum's like, oh my God, you silly ass. And it was just hilarious because we both were like, that is so funny that you thought we were being mean to each other. And that's my husband in a nutshell. He was like, oh my God. Like, and that's just, but he's now fully accustomed to the English banter. But I fully agree with you. Like, there's no time to hold grudges in a big family.
No. Now I have to ask you the same thing I ask everybody. You have to give me your advice. So what is the best piece of motherhood advice that you have ever received?
Oh my goodness. I would say truly, like, it's so kind of annoying, but like really, like if you trust your gut. If you think something's wrong, if you think something's up, if you think that looks odd or that sounded weird, or you want to do something because you think it's going to help your child, like trust your gut. No one else should tell you what to do with your baby. My mother-in-law and my mom are very big on that. Like, nope, you know your baby. Like, that's it. Like, and I'm just like, I feel that entirely. Don't let other mothers or Google, or I'm sorry, sometimes I have to, doctors shape you into like the mother that you are. Like, you have to find it on your own too. And I really appreciate that. And the pediatricians, like, that's a big thing. Like, love your pediatrician, love somebody who loves you and understands you. I go to my pediatrician. I'm like, okay, I have anxiety, so I need you to tell me this like I'm a 3-year-old. Okay. Like, I need you to break this down for me. I want to know everything. So it's really helpful, like, to build a support system around you that are encouraging you to find your way of motherhood, not theirs. But my mother-in-law said something really interesting once. And she said, having a child is like having your heart walk around outside your body. And I've never, like, she said that at my wedding. And I was like, oh, so sweet about Jake. And now I'm like, oh, like, oh, that feels like, I feel like when she is not with me, I'm like, I'm like, it feels like you're yearning for something and it needs to be complete. I do feel that it's not advice, but it is a piece of information that I felt like I was like so cute. And now I'm like, oh my God, that is like my kind of my mantra.
There's very few ways that nail it that hard, the explanation of motherhood, and that's it.
Yeah.
You just come back.
Yeah. You're like, come back
closer
to
so
me.
I can protect you.
Exactly.
Yeah.